Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Shadowrun Hong Kong Extended Edition. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that you chose to join me today because we are still here at the Shiawaze. I think it's how that's pronounced, Shiawaze, with the Waze at the end. We checked this computer last episode, I think. 91 gets moved to a minimum biosafety level 4, and they can, are you sure? Yeah, so I think this might be the guy that got our employer killed, or at least infected with whatever deadly virus that was. Let's check this thing here. This research station is unlocked, ready for your perusal. Let's see, first forum message. How close are we to the special project, Cheong? I need that subject in field testing by the end of the week. Central is breathing down my neck to get results, and I'm not going to let a slowdown on your end get me demoted. There's only so fast I can move, guy. Programming the persona you want takes a minimum of 4 days. We could do it faster if you'd let us more people, but no, you wanted this kept on to the core team. Just bring in some of the cyber firmware team. They'll bring us onto your timeline. Okay, you can have Deng and his 2 assistants. Deng help Cheong out with whatever he needs. This is a red ball. The end of the fiscal quarter is coming up, and I will not have another bad review. Got it. We'll shift priorities immediately. Okay, like good programmers they were. Okay, people, we've had to change the weapons locker code again. Okay, it's fine. That's, I guess, lead to the drone inexplicably crash when they recognize the number sequence. Oh, that might have been an Easter egg put in by the developers. Let's see. Yeah, as such, we've put the new code, 4077. Hopefully this will resolve our random drone crashes. What the hell? You should never, if you're working for, if you're working for a big or small team, you should never put Easter eggs in the code. That's just a bad, that's just a bad recipe. A frozen metahuman lies within this cryo tank awaiting surgery. And there's something here that we want. Let's see. We can go over there. We came from up here. Everything seems to be in order. I should really start using the WASD keys. Let's go ahead and use this telecom and see what happens. I'm not really sure what's gonna happen. The telecom blinks to life and a woman's face appears on the screen. The HUD below the image identifies her as Dr. Janet Tang. Below her name, the words Gamma 4 Pathogen Hot Lab appear in bold red print. It's difficult to make out the woman's features behind both the telecom screen and her hazmat mask, but her eyebrows are knit together in an angry line. She taps on the receiver. Hello? Can you hear me? She leans in towards the screen, squinting. Much of her face is covered, but her clear complexion tells you that she's probably young, in her late 20s maybe. Her mouth and jaw are hidden behind a rebreather, but you can hear the frown in her voice. All this damned racket is making it hard to hear anything. I've got alarms blaring from every corner of the lab. I don't know what you're doing over there, but it is impossible for us to work under these conditions. Her voice gets louder, angrier. I swear, if this is another impromptu drill, you know how much progress I've made on the HN539, do you? I'm almost done. I'm barely a quarter of the way into this thing. Almost none. Oh. Huh, barely a quarter into this thing, if that, and I've got a deadline to meet. Okay, let's, yeah, okay, so I apparently, say nothing. I swear, if those mad heads at Base 11 ever want this antimicrobial finished, I'm gonna need... Hey, you're not security! Oh, yes, I am. Screen resolution is just low. It's me, Kendrick. I'm not an idiot. Kendrick's in logistics, not security. You, however. The doctor's eyes widen and she leans back. I don't know you. The doctor blinks as if trying to confirm that she's seeing and turns to look at the something behind her. When she turns back to the screen, her expression is stern. I don't know what you're doing here, but you'd better stay where you are. The sincerity of her words is undercut by the tremor in her voice. What is going on? And just what can you do from inside that lab, huh? You're going to come out and stop us? I'd like to see you try. I think this might have something to do with some virus or something. I'm warning you, things will get ugly fast if you try to leave the sector you're in. You see her hand tremble as she slaps the receiver. The telecom screen crackles and goes black. Oh, why did she do that? Did she shut... Why would she do that? Is she trying to contact security or something? I have a feeling this isn't the last we've seen of Miss... What was it? Janet Tang? I doubt she could do any real harm to us. Nevertheless, there is no harm in remaining vigilant. Yeah, well, let's unleash hell, I suppose. I can't really do much, apart from just leaving this place, because I'm not gonna stay here and rot. That's for shizzles. Let's go ahead and, we got a tram. Oh, that's right, there's trams in here. And we have already unlocked them. So let's go. Okay. This looks like a battle place. I don't trust this. There's something over there. Weapons locker access. Perfect. I got the key. Don't remember it off the top of my head, but it should be okay. No, it isn't. Why doesn't the game show me what the key is? Mission items. 4077. Okay. Throw that away. Let's go over there. And 4077. And there we go. The door hisses open. Is there anybody in here? Hopefully not. Is there anything in here? Hopefully, yes. A couple of pickups. What do we have? Ooh! Whoa. This is a really powerful weapon here. Really powerful. What's my room sweeper right now? I think this is my room. I think this is my room sweeper, and this is the one that I bought. Yeah, Cold Manhunter. Yeah, it's the one. Okay, so I don't think there's no difference between the hit chances with those. So maybe Isabel can use this. I mean, right? Okay, let's go ahead and do that, because she has the smart link, of course, otherwise you wouldn't be able to use the deck. Let's see what else we got. Pick up. And Ares Volatic Grenade, an advanced grenade which releases an electric shock in the surrounding area. Does a lot of damage and 3 AP damage as well. That's pretty awesome. Let's go ahead and give it to Duncan, because he's our grenade guy. Although anybody can use a grenade, it's fine. Just keep going, because this is the way, people. This is the way. Also, let me save the game, because this is the way. There we go. Game saved. There's people in there. Oh, these are containment tanks. Row upon row of man-sized pods line the wall of this room. Each pod contains a single occupant, men and women bound by restraints, all of them apparently asleep. The people in the pod seem almost peaceful in their slumber. They occasionally twitch and sway, but otherwise they remain motionless. You lean in to get a closer look at the nearest pod. The sleeper inside has the weathered, craggy features that you've come to associate with street-level living, but he's wearing a surprising amount of chrome for a homeless man. Ugly welts and bruises mottle his skin, and a handful of fresh wounds paint his torso. The incisions on his torso are surprisingly neat and clean, a recent surgery, perhaps. On closer inspection, you see a slim braided cable that stretches from wall to sleeping man's data jack. The other end of that cable has been hooked to a nondescript Shiawaze device that has been integrated into the pod. Glancing down the lines of pods, you see that all of the sleepers are connected to their pods in a similar fashion. Still, take a look at that. Each pod has one. What she's pointing at, the device that one of the sleepers is jacked into. Yeah, my guess is that they're jacked into the Matrix and being forced to sleep, like a dream world that shuts down their higher brain functions. Christ, look at them. There's no way they're here by choice. This is what they're all about, Sil. Corpse like Shioways. Yeah, they don't give a shit about meta-human rights or lives. Or lives? Lives? Lives, yeah. Lives? It should be lives, right? No, yeah, I guess lives would work. And nothing says it better than what you were seeing now. Yeah, what a nightmare. What a nightmare. Well, for them. For us, we're gonna try and free them if we can, although they might be lost causes. Something clanks nearby. The sound reverberates into the still air, stretching and lengthening into a persisting hum. It sounds a bit like the ancient hum of an air circulating system, but as you listen, it grows louder, and it gradually dawns on you that the noise isn't coming from the walls, but from the pods that protrude them. Duncan takes a step back, hand instinctively darting towards the gun at his side. What the hell is that? There's another loud clank, and you catch a hint of motion in the pod nearest to you. The pod's occupant, a battered troll riddled with chrome, shifts uneasily against his restraints. As you watch those restraints disconnect, the troll's eyes slide open and his face twists into a hateful snarl. They've got him brainwashed or something. Look at his eyes, Sil. There's nothing going on in there. A monitor near you flickers to life. A nervous-looking Dr. Tang addresses you, eyes darting frantically around the room. I can't allow you to enter my lab. There are millions of Nuyen in research here, and I can't let you threaten it. If you try to get any closer, I'm going to have to stop you. Yeah, best of luck with that, but... yeah, don't make it more difficult than it has to be. I'm coming to you. Oh, wait a minute. I am coming. Yeah, I just need something. I mean, you could give it to me. Let's see. Yeah, but then again, that's also true. I've seen what you're doing to these people, Doc. I'm gonna put a stop to your research permanently. I can't let you do that. I can't. She looks to the right, just off screen, and makes a slicing gesture with her right hand. She hisses to somebody off camera. I gave you the signal. Open the pods, damn it. Wake the damn things. The troll peers at you through red, vacant eyes. The door of his pod slides open, and like a chain reaction, several other pods follow suit. There is an explosion of motion from the pods, and the subjects contained within charge you like a pack of rabid beasts. And we got a fight on our hands. That's okay. Oh, no. Why the hell are they healing? Oh, that's heal per round. Oh, I need to take care of that guy. Oh, maybe let him be? Do they have weapons? Because if they don't have weapons... Let's see. Well, they could be mages. So, well, she's certainly a mage. That guy, I think, we'll see. We'll see how things go. For now, let's see. I got a double tap on this thing. If I could go with a room sweeper and deal a little bit of damage. Let's see. Let's zoom in a little bit. Make sure that I have, can't really do anything from here. There's guys over there. Yeah, kind of figured that they would attack me when I saw them. But then again, it was just saying that we should free them. But, well, things don't always go our way. So the chain shot here is gonna work in my favor, so I'm just gonna do that. No, let's not do that. Can I? Thank you. Thank you. No. Don't cast that. It's okay, though. It's the first time I've seen that, too. Okay, I didn't know that worked like that. Now I do. Perfect. Oh, there's enemies here. Yes, there's a guy here that I can shoot at, like so. And then at that girl over there, and then at this guy again, and hit a bunch of people. Perfect. This gun is amazing. So let's go ahead and do this. Try to kill this test subject. The crit chance is pretty awesome. So let's see. Incendiary round. Maybe that... Ooh, this is a fantastic weapon. And we go. Okay, so that healing is nullified at the moment. That is good. Let's see. Strip armor. Do we need that? Oh, that guy kind of... Yeah, these guys have plenty of armor. So let's see. Should I want to do that? Maybe. That wouldn't be a bad idea, especially against this guy. Let's go ahead, because he's right in the middle. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. And how many action points do we have? 3. Oh, that is fantastic. It's kind of a shame that you don't hit for shizzles, but, well... Yeah, it's kind of a shame, really. Let's go ahead and do that. Hope for the best. A miss. Another miss. Come on, 43%. You gotta... There we go. Okay, so next we have... Let's start with Korshay. I hope I'm pronouncing that name right. I googled it and I tried to figure out how exactly that works. But yeah, okay, so let's see. This guy's gone. This guy... maybe I'm gonna go with this one over here and hope for the best. I suppose that could work. The crit chance here is pretty awesome. So let's just not go there right now. Let's keep the damage flowing. No crit there. Okay, it's all good. It's all good. Now you are gonna be able to finish that guy. And this guy. These guys are basically like... Oh, okay, fine. These guys are basically like mindless drones at this point. It's not really much we can do for them. Apart from basically destroy their shells, because that's what they are. They're shells, no longer human beings. I mean, if there was a chance to bring them back, that would be cool, but I don't know if there is. This guy's out in the open, so he should take a couple of crits right there. There we go. 2 shots there, and another one should crit him as well. And there we go. You turn to see Dr. Tang watching the scene from the telecom. Her face visibly pales as the final test subject falls to the floor. She sputters, barely able to form a coherent sentence. I can't... All of them? She stares bug-eyed into the camera, her pupils fleeting back and forth as she takes in the carnage on the screen. But they were supposed to be killing machines. Their cyberware was top of the line. Oh, did I break your toys? They weren't toys, damn it. They were invaluable research subjects, the end results of years of research. I know that doesn't mean anything to you, but they were worth more than you can imagine to the science that we're doing here. All the time, all the work, flushed down the drain for nothing. Well, it was your fault. You didn't have to send them to me. I sacrificed those subjects to stop you. You were dumb. You were dumb. You know why? Because you can't be down here. I'm not kidding. You have to turn back the way you came. Look, you have no idea what we're storing down here, how dangerous this place is. Her voice is level, but you can hear the undercurrent of desperation there. Even being here is a huge breach of every lab safety protocol on the books, but you can still turn back. The deaths of those subjects is on you, not me. But if you want to do what I say, there doesn't need to be any more bloodshed. Duncan nods. You heard the man. We're in this up to our armpits already. We got no intentions of turning back now. All you're doing right now is pissing me off. Look, you just don't get it. I work in a BSL-4 hot lab. That means that I'm surrounded by aerosolized, lethal, highly infectious pathogens. Literally anything that you find in here could kill you horribly. Hell, half of the stuff in here could cause a global pandemic if if it were to escape quarantine. This is more important than your damn job. Look, I don't expect you to listen to me, but I'm going to say it one last time. It would be in everyone's best interest for you to turn back. Especially yours. She cuts the transmission and her face winks out across the various treat screens in the room. Why does she do that? I hate her. I hate her already. I'm just gonna go in there and kill her if it means my death. Because I got the saves to back me up. But, yeah, why is she trying to convince me and she's like, okay, go away. And then she goes away. Why? Dumb girl. Oh, these guys are still alive? Oh, that's good for them, I suppose. I understand what she means, though. Because labs like this... They exist in the real world, by the way. I mean, hopefully not with all the human experiment, but well, I've seen and heard plenty of stuff that, yeah, that, you know, if you study history, you know how the human beings can be, so, yeah, how cruel and just... I understand that maybe they're working for a greater good, even. I mean, she didn't try to convince me of that, but, I mean, I would expect something good to come out of this, of all this carnage and inhuman research, basically, but... And at this point in time, I can understand, but I need... Yeah, this can't be... I am a Shadowrunner. I'm here for my job. I don't care about the consequences. Well, I should, shouldn't I? I should. The door is sealed tight. An access panel beside it flashes red with a message. Laboratory Gamma 4 quarantined. Security lockdown engaged. Access level Omega 4 required for entry. Locked. Shouldn't be a problem, though. Try the keycard that you picked up, Seal. If I remember correctly, it should have the appropriate credentials. You lift the keycard to the slot, but before you can slide it in, the figure of a frightened woman erupts onto the scanner screen. Dr. Janet Tang. Look who it is! Dumbass. I told you before, you can't come in here! Her breaths come in tight, panicked gasps. She's doing her best to stay calm, but she's clearly terrified. I think she's terrified. She should... Well, if I'm taking this dialogue seriously, she should be terrified for something else that she's not telling us, because then she would be trying to work with us, you know, just to keep us on the screen, and yeah, she's cutting the conversation, but I don't know how far I should take the analogies here. Let's see. This is a test for the game, a test for the campaign, see how seriously I can take them. I don't like repeating myself, so listen, please. Yeah, see? That's contradicting right there for some reason. I don't know. This lab is restricted for a reason. Beside the obvious fact that it's full of deadly contagions, it also contains highly sensitive and very expensive equipment that only trained scientists can handle. You barge in here and mishandle a single vial, and you will, in all likelihood, infect yourself with whatever's inside. That would be a disaster, and I mean that quite literally. Yeah, well, I came in here, and as soon as I started seeing what is going on in here, I was kind of, okay, let's destroy this whole place. Because it's under the sea, we might as well just, although the pathogens would live in the water, that would be a bad thing. Okay, let's kill everybody and worry about the consequences later. So, yeah, you worried I'll break your little toys? The doctor's face is painted in with horror. No, I'm worried you'll kill us and release a global pandemic. Rector scoffs at her. Come on, Doc. Given the remote access precautions that these labs take, I seriously doubt that exposure is a serious risk. If this is anything like the labs that we had to back in Russia, anything that could pose a serious threat is hidden behind rows of negative pressure safety nets and accessible only via remote-operated Waldo frames. Yeah, that sounds like a good point right there. Yeah, that is settled. We're coming in. Coming through. Yeah, there we go. Okay, the game is saved. We have the saves before. It's all cool. Where is she, though? Oh, she's over there. Okay, let's not worry about her. Let's just open as many doors and touch as many things as possible so she just dies of a panic attack rather than us having to kill her or something. I'm not liking this thing here. I'm not sure what that is. Is that a vent? Or is that like a summoning spot? It might be a summoning spot. Oh, this door is closed? Let's open it. Hello! Take off your shoes, everyone. We are in Disneyland or something of the sort. There's something that will frighten her to no end. She looks very pale, though. What the hell is wrong with her? Oh, it's the hazmat suits. Dr. Janet Tang stands firm. She's unnaturally composed given the situation. She stands with her shoulders rigid and her arms crossed. Her two associates shuffle awkwardly behind her, their hands shaking. They look terrified. I told you not to come in. You shouldn't be in here. She's making a visible effort to keep her cool, but the tremor in her voice gives her away. Listen to me. You've made a horrible mistake. One wrong move and you'll release God knows what into the room. What is wrong with your security precautions, man? What the hell? Why would a wrong move the reason? Why don't you keep things hidden? Yeah, give me what I want and maybe I'm gonna call your bluff. That's also true. Yeah, bluff. Yeah, that's cool. Tang raises her hand in a calming gesture. Just hear me out. We all want to walk out of here alive. I think that much is obvious. There's no going back now, so my associates and I are willing to cooperate with you to move things along faster. So, this is me cooperating. You tell me what you want, and I'll give it to you. No more arguments. Okay, so that sounds okay. Right now, I can help but wonder what the hell you devote your life to making biological weapons. Let's go ahead with that one. Because we don't just make weapons here, we also make cures. We do good work alongside the bad. In fact, we invest more time in creating antidotes for lethal or degenerative diseases. Only a mere 10% of our resources are spent on destructive pathogens. Yeah, ones that would... Who cares about degenerative diseases if you kill the whole world? I mean, seriously. Seriously. You're gonna pull that shit on me? Okay, well... So tell me about your super disease. Convince me it's worth leaving you alive. Yeah, convince me right now, doctor. The doctor blinks at you. Her voice goes cold. You're talking about the pathogen GT0009 SARS-3. That's the one, I think. Tell me about it. I can't. I'm sorry. But all information on SARS-3 is classified, and for good reason. It's one of the worst things we've ever produced in this lab. We can't let you... Her eyes fly open. You're not here to take GT0009, are you? Please tell me that isn't what you're here to do. Is it? It's not the pathogen that I want. Oh, it is actually. It's not the cure. You guys don't have a cure? Oh, damn you. Yeah, well, and why are you... I'm gonna kill her. If she pulls this classified shit on me, why would she do that? I told you to tell me about the disease. Are you gonna do it, or do I force you to? She glances at her associates, both cowering behind her and shaking violently. Oh, poor guys. I mean, she's the one in the wrong here. I suppose they're just working, right? I don't know. You can hear one of them murmuring something in a language unknown to you. From the cadence of the words, you'd guess it's a prayer. She exhales slowly through her rebreather. All right, I'll tell you everything I know. SARS-3 is a category of 4 lethal pathogen. It's 99.98% fatal, excruciatingly painful, and it kills within a matter of weeks. As of right now, the only cure is a prototype antibody treatment. We're still working on fine-tuning it. In case you haven't been paying attention, I'm going to say this one more time. SARS-3 is terrible. It's easily the cruelest, most infectious, and most lethal thing ever to have come out of this lab. It cannot be allowed into the wild. Well, I mean, 3 weeks? Painful? I guess 3 weeks of pain is pretty terrible, but you can always shoot yourself. There's stuff that kills you faster, and it's very, very painful as well in the real world. You don't need to go to Shadowrun world, yeah, to see that. So, let's see. I was attacked by some test subject with yours. Seems like you're experimenting with more than just pathogens. It's also true. Let's go with this. And what about this facility? Can it really keep your projects safely inside? I want details here. Well, nothing's ever completely foolproof, but any project as sensitive as ours requires a lot of very careful controls and strict adherence to procedure. Shadowrun is very, very strict about safety, but for obvious reasons. Reducing the number of potential exposures is one way. We've prepared for an outbreak scenario. We run on a skeleton crew, maybe 200 workers at most. As you can imagine, living down here for long periods can be difficult, and people rarely acclimate enough to last more than a couple of months. To prevent our projects from suffering, Shadowrun cycles its employees out every 14 weeks. There are no break days while working the underwater cycle. We're greatly compensated during our off hours. Still, people find a way to get bored, so we try not to keep anyone on staff that we don't need. Most of our security and menial labor is handled by drones. We still have a few flesh and blood security personnel. I think that Commander Garra's been down here longer than anybody, but mostly it's all drones for the blue-collar work. This can't be why you broke into my lab. I guess I understand how you might be curious about an underwater laboratory, but I don't know all that much, really. Only what you've told me. Yes, So, yeah, I was attacked by some test subjects of yours on my way here. Seems like you're working with more than just pathogens. Ah, I suppose there's no withholding information at this point, is there? Nope. You can see the doctor's cheeks pull downwards as she frowns beneath her mask. She nods down her head somberly. The two researchers behind the doctor mimic her gesture, their heads bobbing up and down like a couple of pigeons. That's why? Okay, that sounds funny for me, for some reason. They're part of a study called Project Silver Dream. Each subject has one of our prototype BTL ships implanted inside them. The project aims to create a perfect switch for sleeper agents and spies, one that can remain undetected by current scanning and identification technology. As of right now, the project is still in early testing. Our subjects are more often used as testbeds for new cyberware, while the Silver Dream BTL ship is being refined, since all of our field experiments have only achieved partial successes. Unfortunately, we haven't been able to manage complete control over the subjects. Your run-in with them wasn't an accident, as I'm sure you know by now. It was a hasty decision on my end. Well, you told me, didn't you? Well, anyway, you already know why I did it. They were the only thing standing between you and my lab, and I was trying to avoid a containment breach. I stand by that decision, for what it's worth. You do? You are a dumbass, like this girl. Is there any way to disconnect them? The program runs on a delicate framework. Casual tinkering with the system could be dangerous, not just for our machines, but for the subject as well. Well, I'm more concerned about the people around the subjects. There is a specific order in which they must be released, by first disconnecting the matrix interlocks, followed by the supervised override the SimSense feeds. Okay, so I guess that can be ignored, that supervised part. So I need to disconnect the matrix interlocks and then the feeds. One wrong move and it could fry the user. If I were to try to recontain the subjects right now without help and proper permissions, I'd probably flub it. That would in turn trigger the station's matrix defenses, which would only make a bad situation worse. I want to know more about how SARS-3 kills. The disease works by replicating the identifying features of white blood cells. It tricks the immune system into ignoring it, and then it self-replicates at an exponential rate. During this early phase, while it's colonizing the body, a patient doesn't experience any overt symptoms, just a mild temperature and an elevated white cell count, that's it. Are you sure they don't want me to go on? It's pretty gruesome. Yeah, keep going. Alright, okay, here we go. Once the virus thoroughly colonizes the host, it begins a devastating attack on the body. It rapidly infects epithelial cells, inserting its own RNA at such a tremendous rate that the cell's membranes rupture, spewing cytoplasm and virions into surrounding cells. By the time the attack has begun, the damage dealt is almost immediately irreversible. So, what's that got to do with messing up your lungs? The lungs? The virus induces a hypersensitive reaction in its hosts. Lungs fill with mucus and sputum, leading to hypoxia. Victims drown in their own fluids. We spent a long time developing GT-009. The secret was hybridizing the standard SARS coronavirus with the third strain of virally induced toxic allergy syndrome, Vitus 3. That's why standard treatments won't work. That's goddamn horrible. Yeah, well, don't want to be I told you so, but yeah, it's a bioweapon. They don't have much deterrent value if they aren't horrible. Anyway, there you have it. SARS-3, my baby. I'm not exactly proud of having made it, though. Yeah, but there's gotta be some way to keep it from killing you, right? We developed a strain of monoclonal antibodies in tandem with the disease. It isn't perfect, but it works. That's the only cure. You mentioned a Dr. Nagai earlier. I got the impression he's been working off the record. Maybe he infected a test subject with SARS-3. Yeah, that's what I read. Dr. Nagai? Why would he? Oh. Actually, he came to me a couple of months ago asking for SARS-3 sample. It wasn't unusual. All of us in Gamma 4 need to occasional sample for further studies, but what? As far as I know, I never received his report on that sample. The sample itself was never returned either. The way that our systems work, it's impossible to take our return samples without our computers logging the transaction, which means he either still has it or he used it somehow. His numbers were sleeping too. We were contacted by a board not too long ago. He requested that sample, but I can't imagine he'd be desperate enough to use it in such a risky and uncontrolled environment and on such valuable subjects. But I have to concede that it's a possibility. Yeah, I think that's a possibility as well. Yeah, we've read that. It's something that points to that. In a bit of a weird way, he didn't work alone, but I don't think his allies, I guess, were cooperating willingly or knowingly. But anyway, I think it's time for us to cut the episode here. We're going to continue reading more about what is going on in here, and we're going to take off Janet Tang in the next episode. For now, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been Shadowrun Hong Kong Extended Edition. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and if you did, go ahead and leave a comment, like the video, but above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.